Hi, it's Ra, Rishi Kavi Ragudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Friday, September 19th, 2025. Well, this is what I call a chameleon day. It's a day where more than one planet changes signs, and the emphasis is all toward the Earth and nature. See, here I am dressed for the occasion. The Sun today is at 26, moving to 27 degrees of practical and hyper-organized, and sometimes very critical, but generally service-oriented Earth sign of Virgo. Virgo just loves nature. It is an Earth sign after all, and it just loves to be healthy and enjoy the attributes of nature. Now, the Moon, after a lovely conjunction at 29 degrees of Leo to Venus, the planet of love and affection, very early in the morning, moves also into the sign of Virgo. That occurs at 5:23 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 8:23 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 1:23 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, followed by Venus entering also into Virgo at 5:39 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 8:39 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 1:39 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So now we have no less than 3 planets in Virgo, and it's the waning moon, and we're just a couple of days before the big solar eclipse, so it's a pretty intense time. And if we realize that Mercury, the planet of communication, is the ruling planet of Virgo, today promises to be somewhat frenetic in terms of the mind going every which way. The moon makes an awkward angle right away after all of that. 150-degree adapt, adjust, accommodate angle, the inconjunct angle, 0 degrees of Virgo to Neptune, the planet of dreams and visions, at 0 degrees of Aries. This does not promise a lot of emotional and mental clarity. We could be just kind of fogged out in the morning. That occurs 7:01 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 10:01 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 3:01 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So clarity is important first thing in the day. And then the moon at 1 degree of Virgo makes a hard square, 90-degree angle to Uranus, the planet of sudden change and often chaos, sitting retrograde at 1 degree of Gemini. Both of those signs are ruled by, you guessed it, Mercury. So this is a very chaotic kind of energy in the early part of the day. 7:59, let's call it 8 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 4 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And then one more aspect in the morning. The moon makes another awkward angle, an inconjunct to Pluto, the lord of concentrated power, 1 degree of Virgo to Pluto at 1 degree of Aquarius. Not great for handling our power issues. 8:42 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 11:42 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 4:22 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And then all day, there are no other aspects. So we have a free-floating Virgo moon with all of that kinetic mercurial energy going on all day today. Very late tonight, Venus makes another awkward inconjunct. You knew another one was in there, to Neptune, which is about kind of having to adjust your dreams and visions, maybe as a result of what goes on today. Venus, 0 degrees of Virgo to Neptune, retrograde at 0 degrees of Aries. 10:20 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 1:20 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and 8:20 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And finally, Mars, a planet of energy and often conflict, about to move into Scorpio tomorrow, makes another awkward angle, another inconjunct, this time to Saturn, the planet of structure and limitations. 29 degrees of Libra to Saturn at 29 of Pisces. 8:24 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 1:24 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 6:24 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. You get the idea. Today could be difficult. My suggestion, breathe. Just stay centered today as much as you can. The mind is going to go all over the place. Don't follow it into every corner today. I'm Ra, Rishi Kavi Ragudas from Star Presence Astrology. Now, if you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can book it on my website, starpresence.net. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Enjoy this day. Stay centered. Breathe. Be cool today, no matter what.